I thought I told you, nigga.
Hi guys, and a very warm welcome back to my channel. My name is Janelle, for those of you guys that did not know, and in today's video I am bringing to you guys a beginner nail tips must have video. Okay, but before that guys, I want to start by wishing all of you guys a very happy new year, maybe a prosperous one, and yeah, let's get right into the video. So in today's video, it's going to be an updated version of the video I did, I think 2 years back, but that video was more for if you want to just be doing your own nails. This video will be more for getting into business rather than just doing your own nails, right? So yeah, let's start. I'm going to try my best to do this step by step, but if I do mix the steps a bit, please forgive me. Yeah, let's get right into the video. So the first thing you're gonna need rather is a cuticle pusher, and you're gonna use this to obviously push back your cuticles, and yeah, and then you are going to need then you're gonna need one of these. This is an electrical file, an e-file for short. This does help you clean up the cuticle area a lot better than a hand file, but this is a hand file. You do still need a hand file, but this will help you with the cuticle area. Yeah. And then these are just the drill bits that come with it that you'll be using. Basically, I'll try and get a closer picture of this and put on the screen just so that you've got a closer picture of what they look like. Once you've done that, you've pushed back your cuticles, and then you have also cleaned around the cuticle area, you will need cuticle cutters. Let me just get them. Once you've done all of that, you will need one of these, and this you will use to cut down the dead skin that will now be exposed, and will be easier to cut it if you did clean the cuticle properly. And then after you have cleaned everything is fresh, looking nice, you are going to stick down your tips, and for that you obviously are going to need nail glue, right? And then guys, and then once you've gotten the nail glue, once you've stuck down your tips using the nail glue, you are going to cut them down to your preferred length and also shape them to your preferred shape using the hand file. That's why you do need the hand file, because you cannot shape your nails using the e-file. It's just not humanly possible. So you do need the hand file, and yeah, you're obviously gonna cut them down with this. You can obviously use your nail clipper, but I find with the nail clipper you have to cut it down with 2 tries other than one. I'm gonna try and demonstrate here. If you're cutting down your nail tip with the nail clipper, you're gonna have to cut side by side, and that might cause your nail to be skew. And then if you don't take note of it and then file it straight, then it's gonna be a skew nail. So that's just a lot of work when you can just use this. But you can also cut your nails skew using this, obviously, but it just makes the possibility less, makes everything easier. So yeah, once you've cut down all of that, you have shaped your nail, and you have also filed the tip for it to blend with your natural nail. You go in with your prep stuff. So what I use, I go in with bonded first, and then I go in with a primer. Right? But you can, there was a time in my life rather where I just use the primer, but I now prefer to use them together. So yeah, I don't know, you can do with that what you will. Yeah. And then once you've done all of that, you need your dappen dish. It can look like anything as long as it's a dappen dish, and your monomer. You pour this into there, and you only need about this much. Yeah, And if it's too little, if it ends up being, because it evaporates, so if you're working too slow, it will evaporate and then it will finish before you're done. So as I was saying, you only need about that much. It will evaporate. So if you're working too slow, it will evaporate and it will finish. Maybe if it's done before you are done, you obviously just pour some more and you keep going. Cool stuff. And then you need your acrylic powder and obviously an acrylic brush. I prefer using an acrylic brush in the size 12 or 14. That's my perfect size, but to each his own. So you're just gonna have to get acrylic brushes in different sizes if you can, and just figure out what works best for you. And when you are starting to work on people or you're making a business out of this, do not buy as many. You don't even need to buy color acrylics like in the beginning of everything. If you are doing your stock, if you're buying in bulk in the beginning, don't bother yourself with color acrylics. Rather buy white, clear, and nude, and maybe a red. Yeah, because those are the most common acrylic colors rather. But everything else you'll buy as you go. If a client comes and they want blue, you can go and get blue. If a client comes, because you're gonna buy all these colors and you're not gonna use half of them, and you also don't need to buy as much of color acrylics because you just don't need to. So all your cover acrylics and your clear acrylic and your, I think white also counts as a color acrylic, so it will be a little bit more pricier, but the covers and clear are a little bit more cheaper than the colors. So cool stuff. Once you have done the thing, now you've laid your acrylic, right? You go back in with your hand file and you reshape the nail. And I also like to use the file then to smooth the acrylic on top, but other people prefer using the e-file. I just prefer using the hand file because you have a lot more control over it than with the e-file, right? Cool stuff. So once you're done with that, once you have filed down the nail and it's looking pretty, it's coming back to life, I usually go in with my e-file again, right? But using the sanding bit, which is this one, using the sanding bit, right? I use that to seal my cuticle area, just to make sure that the area there is flat and it's not thick. Like straight coming from the cuticle, it's not like big, it's flat. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I use the e-file using the sanding bit to achieve that. But also you need to also be taking that into consideration while you are doing the application. Don't just pack the product on there and then hope for the best when you're filing. Yeah, sorry. Don't just like pack everything on there and then hope for the best. You do need to make sure that you do the best that you can, especially when you are shaping in the beginning, and also when you are applying your acrylic, because you don't want to be sitting there for an hour trying to save the nail, you know? So my baby cousin is in the room with me because she wants to be in here with me. So yeah, I hope she doesn't disturb me. Don't disturb me, né? So now that you have filed the nail down, you've sealed the cuticle, it's looking good. You will go and buff the nail just to make it smooth. If you want to apply nail art, this is the time for you to apply nail art. And for that, if I'm doing Frenchies or line work, I use my line brushes that I got from Planet Nails. Or if whatever the nail art, if you want to put 3D flowers, now is the time. But not anything that you have to paste on, right? Anything that you have to paste on, you put the top coat first, wipe it down dry using acrylic or alcohol if you have, like pure alcohol, not Bev. And then you glue it on. But anyway, I'm getting way too ahead of myself. Now would be the time to, after buffing your nail, after buffing your nail, you wipe it down with this lint-free wipe. And let me tell you, this is lint-free just for it's propaganda. It's not lint-free. There will be lint on there. So I don't know what we can use. If you know what I can use, like, help a sister out. If you know what I can do as well to like not have lint, help me. But yeah, for now, this is just what I'm dealing with. You just wet this with a little bit of acetone, wipe down the nail, and then you're ready for nail art. If you're not doing nail art, then you can use your top coat. And if you're done, you're done. But if you want rhinestones, if you want pearls, what else, anything else that you want to glue on after 3D nails, you do them before the top coat. But anything else that you want to glue on, excuse me, go out. Okay, so as I was saying, anything that you want to glue on afterwards, you just apply the top coat and you wipe it extremely dry with your acetone or alcohol, and then you glue it on. I usually use my nail glue and it usually bonds fairly well, but yeah, I'm looking for something a little bit stronger to do that. Okay, cool. So we're done. You're going to, after applying the nail, then the top coat, you're gonna dry it under the UV light for 60 seconds is enough. But if you want to be extra, you can go the extra mile and go for 120 seconds. But yeah, man, and then you're done. So where can you get your products? You can get your products from Bling Girl, in China Mall, Main Reef, Joburg. Yeah, you can get your products there. But however, I do advise you not to get them Manama because it will freeze. One thing about that Manama, it will freeze, and you just hope that when it freezes, ayatala, because then that's a waste of product. I'm still yet to find out how to make it unfreeze because, girl, like, you know. So yeah, just make sure you don't get Bling Girl, the Manama from there, because if it freezes, you lose all your money anyway. So I would wish you to go and wanna be money savvy and save your money only for it to freeze in the end, you know. So yeah, but apparently heat causes it to freeze, and yes, the temperature in which you are working in does affect the way that your products behave. So take note of that as well. If it's warm, your products will become tacky, I have realized. But if it's cool, your products are a lot more easier to work with. Yes. And also the nail files, I usually get it in an 80/100. That's the number I usually get, because anything less than this, so if it's 100, 150, it's too soft. It's too soft and I cannot work with it. Like, I need it to be just hard, man, you know. So yeah, if you don't want to get your products from Bling Girl, you can go to some shop in China Mall, still where Bling Girl is, entrance C. There are a lot of nail shops there. You can go there and try out their products there. I don't know, but if you want to go to where I've been, Bling Girl and Planet Nails, you guys already know I am the self-appointed Planet Nails ambassador. Like, I will praise their products because they really are that good. They really will not disappoint. They really are it. Like, it's it. So yeah, go to Planet Nails. You can get a set, starter pack, an acrylic starter kit, I think that's what they call it, at Planet Nails, which is also good. You can get almost everything there. They don't have extra stuff. Like, I know there were nail charms I was looking for the other day and they didn't have them, but I think that was the only time I was ever looking for something and they didn't have it, you know. So yeah, you can get everything from there, especially if you're a beginner. You can get really good products, you can get quality products, and they're not too expensive. Like, to be quite honest, I don't think nail products are ever that expensive. So, you know, they're not bad. They're not bad, not bad at all. So yeah, that's it for this video, I guess. I think yeah, I think that's it. I hope that this video was very informative and that you did take something from it. And if you're looking to start your own nail business, I wish you all the best. And I wish for you to build your clientele. And one thing you need to remember is that not every client is going to be your client, when it comes to business. Like everybody like some people, you guys are just not gonna click in the way a nail tech and their client should click. And it's not even about how good or bad your work is. Some things like that do contribute to a person coming back. So it's not always just your work could be great, but maybe they just felt awkward the whole the whole appointment, or while you were busy, and they're not gonna go back because of that. But the work was great. So you get what I'm saying? Like, not everybody's gonna be your person, and that is okay. But I wish you all the best, and I wish you do find your people sooner rather than later. And yeah, I wish you a whole lot of money. Thank you so much for reaching the end of this video. If you did enjoy this video, please do not forget to give it an enormous thumbs up. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and tell your friends to come to my channel and subscribe or something. I don't know. But anyway, I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye.
I thought I told you, nigga.